David and Marcus grew up like brothers. They lived in the same neighborhood, played football together on dusty streets, and shared meals at each other's homes. Everyone admired their bond. As boys, they dreamed of becoming successful men who would one day build houses side by side and raise their families as neighbors. But life had other plans. After finishing school, Marcus came to David with a plan. "Brother," he said, "I have a business idea. I just need some support to start." David, who had been working and saving, didn't hesitate. He loaned Marcus a large sum of money, enough to change a man's life. But the business failed. Worse still, Marcus never returned the money, never explained, never apologized. Instead, he avoided David, dodging him in the market and slipping away whenever they crossed paths. David's heart hardened. He told himself, "I'll never forgive him. He used me. He made me a fool." From then on, their friendship died. Years rolled by. David worked day and night. His hard work paid off, he became wealthy. He bought cars, built houses, wore fine clothes. Outwardly, he was a man to be admired. But inside, his heart was chained. Every success felt empty because he carried Marcus's betrayal like a scar that wouldn't heal. Whenever someone mentioned Marcus's name, David's jaw would tighten, his mood would sour, and anger would rise in him again. It wasn't just Marcus he had shut out. David stopped trusting people. He refused to help anyone again. The unforgiveness he held poisoned every part of his life. One rainy evening, David went to a restaurant. The place was warm, filled with laughter and music. He sat down, ordering his favorite meal. Then he saw him. In the corner of the room sat Marcus. He looked nothing like the strong young man David once knew. His hair was gray, his clothes old and worn, his hands trembling as he lifted a cup of tea. David's eyes narrowed. So this is what life has done to him, he thought. Marcus noticed him and slowly stood. He walked over, each step heavy. "David," Marcus's voice cracked. "It's been so many years. I know I wronged you. I know I disappointed you. I've carried the guilt every day of my life. Please, forgive me. Before it's too late." The restaurant went quiet around them. David looked into Marcus's tired eyes and felt rage burning. "Forgive you?" David hissed. "After all these years? After you used me and left me broken? Never. You don't deserve it." Marcus's eyes filled with tears. He lowered his head. "I understand. Still, I wish you peace." With that, Marcus turned and walked into the night. That night, David couldn't sleep. His mind replayed the encounter over and over. Finally, he drifted into a troubled dream. In the dream, he stood before a shining golden gate. The air was heavy. A mighty voice thundered. "David, you asked for mercy all your life. But when your brother begged for it, you refused." David fell to his knees. "No, please, give me another chance." But the gate slammed shut before him, the sound echoing like thunder. Darkness swallowed him. He woke up gasping, drenched in sweat. His chest felt heavy, his spirit restless. He knew what he had to do. Before sunrise, David rushed out, determined to find Marcus and set things right. He drove to Marcus's small home on the edge of town. Neighbors stood outside, whispering. David pushed through them, his heart racing. "Where's Marcus?" he asked. One of the neighbors lowered his head. "I'm sorry. Marcus passed away last night. He never made it home from the restaurant." David's legs gave way. He dropped to his knees in the dirt, tears streaming down his face. His chance to forgive, gone forever. As the neighbors spoke, one of them handed David a small envelope. "This was in Marcus's pocket," the man said. With trembling hands, David opened it. Inside was a check, the full amount of money Marcus had borrowed, plus interest. A note was attached. "David, I never forgot my debt. Forgive me, brother. This is my way of making it right." David's heart shattered. He had spent years poisoning himself with bitterness. He had rejected his friend's last request for forgiveness. And now, Marcus was gone, along with the second chance that could have healed them both. David returned home that night to his mansion, but for the first time, it felt like a prison. His cars, his wealth, his success, none of it mattered. He had gained the world, but lost peace. The consequence of unforgiveness had left him empty, broken, and alone. Because sometimes, the true punishment for refusing to forgive is carrying the weight forever.